Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War stream. We do not have any particular new content that came in today. We do, however, have the highest glory rate that has ever been available in this game. It is currently a +5 glory week, on top of the fact that the stream already went down, fail. I hate that the connection's been doing that. But anyways, we have a +5 glory week into the fact that it's the first time ever we've had a glory gnome related vault event. So we have that going on, and we have the vault event going on, and we have the new glory gnome going on all simultaneously. So that is a lot of resources that we could be gaining. That is easily going to be like 1,500 glory per hour. Could even hit over 2,000. And that is basically our goal, is this weekend to get that number to be a lot higher than it is now. Is the main thing we want to go do. But yeah, the highest rate of glory that's ever been available in the game is available now. So if you've been wanting to get glory, or just resources in general, now is the time. Also, hello everyone, hope all of you have been having a good Friday so far. Hello Chris, hello Gamer, hello Zeddicus, hello Michael, hello JZG, hello Elite, hello everyone else. Okay, so first things first. Let's go into some exciting vault keys and see what we actually have. Again, you do not have to set your difficulty any higher. Actually, before I go do this, let me set up a proper team. Let's get rid of our Explorer team, and never mind, it's already correct. Actually, don't we throw Ogren in there? Yeah, we throw a safety Ogren. We don't need anything else, right? No, right? I don't think we need Hero. Why would we need Hero on there? We just need an Ogren for the extra 5 stats to Sunbird and the extra 5 stats to Firebomb. Just to even better secure the kill than what it would normally be. If it'll ever load the troop menu. The dreaded click on troop menu and take 10 hours button. We'll be here all 3 hours of the stream. No, it's not gonna take that long. No, you never know. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Kuhn. Hello, Steve. Sunbird, Ogren, Misner. Wait, Misner? What troop is that? Why would you need Misner? Do you mean Mismer? I assume that's supposed to be in Z. Or then again, I have no clue how you spell it. I'm pretty sure the way I'm thinking about it is also incorrect. But wouldn't you want a Firebomb instead? You need that quick mana for Sunbird. Gotta get it somehow. Anyways, we definitely don't need that. We need the Ogren there. Get the really quick kills. And that'd be our team then. We just throw down Firebomb, immediately cast, win, dead. I don't think you need another +5. Maybe with slightly lower stats, but it's much better with this much stats to have the quicker Firebomb. Plus the Firebomb is getting damage, so that is your extra stats right there, is your Firebomb damage. And you just clear it all out. And let's see some major orbs of ascension. Okay, we got a pet, Slime Ball. We got a useless drop. Oh, it doesn't actually show us that it's from Cedric. Because, it's a card itself. Interesting. Weird. Yeah, you can see behind all the cards now, it shows what it came from. Except the treasure gnome. How ironic is that? That, we get 3 treasure gnome drops with their picture behind it. Yet the one that is actually from Cedric Sparkle Sack is a treasure gnome. Oh, what an awful way to start. I wish that drop didn't exist. I still do not understand why the commons are not under the common. Why they're under Cedric's drop pool doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Let's see. Ooh, Orb of Chaos. That one's pretty obviously from him. Oh, that looks kind of cool with the red background in it. We got 20 gems from one, 3 event keys from the one. That's actually not too bad. Well, that is. But hopefully we have something good in the orb. Anything good? A blue? A purple? Ooh, purple. Not bad. That's 15 gem keys right there, basically. Get the red over, get the purple. I think that's already enough to kill. Yep, don't even need any follow-up. Don't even need the Firebomb. Cedric! We already have a billion of you. Ooh, 30,000 gold from a gnome. That's not too bad. Did we get Glory Gnome? No, we're trying to get that right now. We're opening every vault key we have until we get one. or going to 0. But whichever one comes first. But yeah, we'll stop once we hit Glory Gnome. Another Cedric, and the rest is pretty useless. No, all the drops are still exactly the same. The only thing that's slightly higher during this event is Vault Key chance. So I don't even know if it's still possible to get a Vault Key off of Vault Key. But if it is slightly higher during this. Okay, we got 60,000. I hate that. That's such a low drop. He has so many good drops, but I feel like we're getting none of them. He has things like Major Blue, Major Purple, Minor Purple, which I guess technically we just got earlier. 250 gem, 100 gem, bunch of gem keys, bunch of event keys. Soul Gnome, we're getting closer. Still useless drops, but we're getting closer to the theme of drop. Oh, don't you dare! He dared! I don't think I've ever seen a gnome actually escape this game mode. Fail. Oh, that makes up for it, though. Wait. What? Even if a gnome escapes in a vault, you still get its drop. Since when? Well, then again, I've never seen one actually escape. I did not know that. Is that even supposed to be intended? I never noticed that. Look at that. We got all 3 rewards, even though he escaped. A gnome's not supposed to give its reward if it escapes, but apparently it did. But we just got a major from him. That better be a blue. Please, we are so dry on major blues right now. Yeah, there we go. That makes up for everything. I don't care what the rest of the drops are. We got our major blue. We got it. Okay, get a fireball now. Now let's get another one. Oh, smaller orb. I'll take it. Are you going to be a blue? No, purple. Still nice. Actually, really good orb drop so far. We got 2 purples and a major blue. That's pretty much perfect drop rate. Other than just getting straight blues. There we go. Okay, we can stop now. Or we could use all of them. But I don't know when they're adding next gnome. I believe next gnome is going to be Jewel Gnome. And I'm pretty sure they're adding it next patch. So then again, next patch, assuming on their word that they said so far, isn't actually coming until like January or February. So we have like a whole 2 solid months before we get another patch. Unless they're doing one before Christmas. But, I don't know. Save for use. I don't know if they're going to rebalance the drop table at all. And if they do, I don't know which way they're going to balance it. But anyways, for now, we'll just leave it as is. We'll determine that more later. But we got the main thing we were looking for, which is a major blue. No, just kidding. Though that was something we were looking for. But the main thing we were obviously trying to get was the Glory Gnome. Not much of a need to have a Glory Gnome. The only reason I wanted to have it is because completion purposes. It is one of the only few troops that we don't have. Actually, I think it was the only troop, really, that we don't have. Everything else we should, other than Zugoff. And some of the other ones that are trivial, like I don't think we have some of the treasure right now. Just because we keep using the treasure. Let's see. I'm looking for unowned. Oh yeah, also we have don't have the 5 dooms, but that's because it's literally impossible to have the other 5. And we don't have 2 treasures just because I keep using them. And we don't have Zugoff because Zugoff. Though we are 1 step closer with that blue major orb we just got, I think we can now finally craft... I should probably go do this pet before it expires. But I believe we can finally go craft 2 major orbs now. I mean, power orbs, whatever they're called. Yes, now we can. We can do exactly 2. That is pitiful. After, like, almost a year. Actually, I think it's like 9 months. We only have 1/4 of what we need. We could be quite a bit further if we actually converted all these. We'd actually have 5. But that would be a gigantic waste of those orbs, so we're never going to do that. The only way I'm going to get this upgraded is if we get enough major blues, or if we get enough power orbs. But the only way to get power orbs is to actually go do game modes and get first place. Probably try for it eventually, but it's a work in progress. Anyways, this pet we have like 0 copies of pretty much. He's one of the more recent ones. Let's go clear this out. Definitely need to get more copies of it. How many blue major orbs do we have? 6, which is exactly enough to create 2 2 power orbs. When will we ever get around to that? I do not know, but it will happen eventually. Yeah, it's a good another year before we have Zugoff. I'm in no rush to get it, though. How many Volkeys do you have left? Good question. I believe it is 22. 19, okay. Close enough. But yeah, we have 19 left. So anything more than 19 is what we got as profit from gnomes. And no, I did not get a Volkey yet from gnomes. I haven't been farming them too much yet this morning. But that's the main goal of today, and most of this weekend. Is go farm them like crazy, while also getting +6 glory using our hero thingy. Actually, I believe I still have him set to glory. I forgot to switch him back, because I keep using him for glory farming. I was like, hello, Belden. Hello, Ola. Hello, Exos. Let's see. You're just hoping that it will accidentally show up in Soulforge? Oh yeah, as far as a glory gnome, yeah, they added a glory gnome the most recent patch. It drops 200 glory, 500 glory, 1000 glory, and a vault key are the 4 drops it has. It's currently the best gnome to find in the entire game. Not in the vault keys. Well, they are in the vault keys, but you know, finding them just normally in a battle to get their loot. Because out of every gnome's default value that can normally pop up in a battle, it has the highest overall value. Just because of how useful glory is relative to the amount it gives. Did Ubiste ever have a 1-7 boost ratio? No. He's only ever had 1-4, and then it got nerfed to 1-6, which is what he's currently at now. Never had a 1-7. I don't think anything has ever had a 1-7. That'd be a really weird number to have for it. But yeah, nothing has ever had a 1-7 boost ratio. Hey, we got 6 gems for something. You know what? Without even trying, I think I already completed every single daily task I have. That or at least half of them. I recall another one going this morning, or maybe it was last night. They're both basically the same thing at this point. Okay, we'll go and take the red over. Grab another red. Did the stream just start? Yeah, we just started 13 minutes ago. We opened a bunch of vault key, got a glory gnome. Currently just finishing out a pet, and then we're going to be grinding a lot of glory. We don't need a glory gnome to farm a bunch of glory, but I figure thematically it would work. It's nice to get it beforehand. We never have any need for it, it's just for completionist sake. There's really no point in getting a glory gnome, it's useless. But finding them is definitely useful. You know, finding them in battle. Well, I guess we could troll people with it instead on our defense team. It is a gnome leak, so people might fall for it. Does anyone know if 2 Possessed Kings will explode 4? Yes. Possessed King does stack. He also stacks with similar effects. But yeah, I heard using 2 of them is actually pretty strong. I only ended up getting 1. It's also not strong enough that it'd be viable to actually use. But it's strong enough that it makes for a very funny team. Yeah, maybe if we see another copy of him, and we still don't have 2 yet, we'll go and, once he's in the vault, we might go get a second copy just to mess around with it. Yeah, as far as Possessed King, it's not really something I would bother using as a main troop. It's going to be needed for Darkstone to get it to a high star level in the future, but at the current moment in time, it's pretty useless for most things. And I don't really intend on bringing it into Guild War for any day. Actually, I say that, but it probably wouldn't be too bad for Guild Wars if you didn't have any other options. It's a okay mana generator. That's the only aspect of him you would use, though. Oh, wait. Oops, I thought we already won. I was like just waiting and spam clicking, thinking it was already over. Looking over at chat. Does anyone... Oh, never mind, I already answered that. Yes, it is possible to get pet food, a pet gnome triggering, and a vault key all simultaneously. One interesting thing about the pet gnome is he still gives his normal drops, even if he drops a vault key. I believe he can only drop a vault key during a vault event, but yeah, he still gets to drop the white pet food, and that's actually intended. I don't know why, but that's the only gnome it does it with. Pet gnome will always do his drop regardless of if you get vault key or not. We store this and hopefully get a skull cascaded. Or not, that'll work too. Either or. Kills it out regardless. You got 5 vault keys in 90 minutes. That is really good. Generally, it's about 1 vault key every 1 to 2 hours is approximately the rate. Of course, you can get way luckier or way unluckier. We've gone over 10 hours. Actually, we've gone over like 30 hours straight during a gnome event before and gotten 0. But last time we went about 8 to 10 hours and we got none until we finally got 5. Yeah, it comes out to about an average of 1 every 1 to 2 hours. Anything above that's pretty good rate. Though it is slightly quicker if doing Explore compared to PvP and stuff. But we will be in PvP the entire time. Most likely casual PvP. But definitely PvP just because it's plus 6 glory per battle this week, which is makes it very much worth it. Now, was that the final battle or the second to last? I think that was final. And there we go. Okay, so grab that, grab our rewards, grab a bunch of slime balls. By a bunch, I mean only 1 apparently. And that's that. So, next order of business. Oh, mail. This was top 50 from last week. I didn't end up getting top 20. Or from last week, I mean yesterday. But there we go, 100 gems and an orb. Can you be as lucky as the other ones to give us a blue? Nope. We lost all of our luck. And this is a bunch of PvP tiers and some other junk. There we go. Wait, what's the one event key from? Oh, a level is what that's from. Okay, anyways, let's go and just check the PvP thing. And yeah, let's go farm it. Go use the gold one. I'm not going to be using the skeleton key weapon, just because bronze lock for the purpose of what we're doing right now is actually better. Just because it loops a bit better, or a lot better. It does, the other one barely even loops. So we'll just do that. Somehow that did not give us full mana. The struggle of not using 2 Cedrics. We have 2 things colored like Cedric. Not exactly the same though. And we'll march to do it. Never mind, we don't have mana, but that should still kill it. BH's battles is 9 glory now. Oh yeah, you can just use Great Maul into skull spam. Still very effective. That's been very effective for like 2 years now. Pretty much since Great Maul was a thing, it's been effective. Great Maul, since its release, has always been at least somewhat viable. And more often than not, it's been like the meta. These days, not as much, but you can still use it for everything if you needed to. Assuming the enemy has at least one thing to devour, which most teams do. Hello, Wizzo! Welcome! Oh, we didn't surge. We'll take the blue. Keep poking from the front back. Oh, so hello, William. Welcome. And I'll just kill it out. And dead. To get the most out of this game, should you try and get all the kingdoms leveled up to a certain level? And what about trading? Yes, you should get every single kingdom level to level 3, and then start doing all the magic ones to level 10. And then go from there to level 10 the rest of them. And as far as trading, and if you get any orange orbs, always save them for legends and mythics for their second and third trait. But as far as trading, you mainly want to look for things that have empowered, that have mana links, that have stone skin and other skull reduction. Let's see what other perks tend to be pretty good. Anything that has impervious and stuff like that. Generally, any troop that has a good ability that also has at least somewhat okay perks are the ones you want to generally trait. You do want to stay away from trading anything epic or above though. Early on in the game, you want to only ever trait ultra rares and below. And the main reason for this is because of basically the base rarity of them. But the main reason for this is because the higher rarity you go, the more expensive it starts getting. And epics are insanely bad value, and legends and mythics are generally too expensive for early game. Who plays Xbox on, who plays Xbox on, who plays Gems of War on Xbox? Quite a few people. Several 100,000, I believe it is. I don't know who here plays it, though. Should have several. I know most of the people that watch me are PC mobile, but there's definitely still a decent amount of console players as well. And dead. Hello, Paul. Welcome. Oh, and thank you. Will you be climbing any higher in the Tower of Doom? Yes. Probably tonight we'll be doing that. I won't be doing any during this stream, though. This stream is mainly going to be dedicated to farming as much glory and gnomes as we possibly can. Mainly glory, but of course gnomes will be the side effect. But so far so bad. No vault keys, so we haven't tried for long. Only tried for about an hour this morning and whatever we're doing now. I'll repick that. I don't want it HP healing. I'll take firebombs. Hey, a real firebomb team for once. How many troop slots do I have? That's a good question. I believe the answer is 32. I don't know why I feel like that's the answer, but I feel like that's the answer. I can double check this by going to my teams. The problem is it might take 10 hours for us to get in our team menu. We'll go double check it real quick. Actually, we kill it with anything? Yeah, let's see how many minutes it takes to get into our troop menu. No, it shouldn't take that long. We just loaded it recently. Okay, got easy battle, edit. Okay, good, we already got in. Now to remember what I came here for, fail. Loading, loading, loading. How many troop slots we have? 32! Hey, I actually guessed it correctly. But that's mainly because it hasn't moved forever. Because the only thing that ever moves it, other than having a certain level, which we've had forever, is paying for VIPs. And we've been VIP 6 for like a year and a half now. Pretty sure I'm never going any further. Unless they really added something that I need to spend gold on. Spend money on. But they haven't in a very long time. Actually, what was the last thing I think I spent it on? I think it was shards when they first came in, actually. Like diamonds and shards and everything, just so we could try getting some of the newer content a bit quicker. And at that point, that was like over a year ago when they added dungeons and everything. It doesn't seem like that long, but I believe it is over a year. How do you get Ogren? He's obtained from Guild Wars, right? Yeah, Guild Wars. Though it does take 6 months for him to rotate now, due to how Guild Wars is. He used to rotate literally every 6 weeks, but now it's every 6 months. What a shift. But, yeah, it takes a while for him to come back around. Do you think they will get new troops rarity? They already did. Dooms. Doom is the rarity above Mythic. Currently only weapons have it, but there's a possibility they might add it for other stuff. And if they do add it for other stuff, it'll probably be in the case that you only ever get one copy of it. So they might do it for pets, they might do it for, well, they already did it for weapons. They might do it for pets, they might do it for troops and stuff like that. None of it's been confirmed yet, though. But it seems like something they might consider. They're most likely never going to actually raise Ascension above Mythic. But they did already add the Doom rarity, which is a rarity above Mythic. Even though it doesn't seem like it, because all the doomed weapons are so bad. I shouldn't say so bad. They're not like horrifically bad, but they're, for being above Mythic, they're pretty bad. They're kind of like what most Mythic weapons are. They're more useless than the legendary weapons. He somehow had 0 yellows. Could have gotten barrier for his whole team, but he didn't even want it. Does Gnome glitch work in Gnome Fly Away already? I don't know. I never tried. Only one way to find out. Also, I believe Gnome glitch does still work, just in general. Because we used it for Glory Gnome, so that was this version. So that's pretty recent. That was like a few weeks ago. Hey, an Arcane. I don't know if I still really need it, but nice to see them going up in number. And if anyone had any other questions or anything you want me to go over, just let me know. We'll be around for a while today. For a few hours or so. Mainly just messing with trying to find gnomes, as that is what this weekend is for. And of course we're getting +5 glory for this guy this week, so great time to go farm glory. And I've been needing it because there is so many things we'll be needing glory for in the near future. Every single new troop I've been that comes into the game, I've been maxing out with glory. So that eats up several thousand every single week, on top of whatever else we might use it for. I think a common takes nearly 20,000 to max from the second it comes out. Yeah, it would have to be... Actually, we already know how much it is. Let me go do the math for it, because I know it takes the longest. I believe it was 19,000 something, like 19,200 or something. But it's 190 divided by 3 times... oops, that's not what I meant to do. 190 divided by 3. And that's 63, but it rounds up, so 64 times 300. 19,200. Hey, I got it right on the dot. Yeah, 19,200 is how much glory it takes to max a common when it gets released through glory. To immediately max it. And we have to do that every single time. So that's the most it will ever cost. It's a lot cheaper for an epic. This week it was only, what? It's 16 times 400, whatever that comes out to. Which isn't too bad. It's like, what, 7,000 something? Which is like 1/3 the cost of a common. And you get way more trade stones from it, too. It's funny seeing that legend, but I guess a lot of newer players do actually have the faction legends, because the faction legends are pretty easy to obtain relative to most other legends. Because you only need to throw like 10 to 30 attempts at one of them with shards to get it. You can get that from like one event. I think that's one of the other reasons why faction troops might be so bad, because they're so ridiculously accessible that pretty much anyone can get them really easily. Is there a troop that summons fire bombs? Nope. There's currently no troop that can consistently summon firebombs. There's a troop that can consistently summon bomb bots, but that's not the same. Also, even if something ever did get the capability to summon firebombs, they would never come in with full mana, unless the ability specifically stated such. Which actually, there's no ability that does it. There's a trait, but not an ability. But the main reason for that is troops, when they come in through summon, do not get their start of battle traits. So things like empowered and any other effects that would begin at the start of battle does not take place when a troop is summoned. So they would not gain empowered, even if they have it. They would have 0 mana, 0 out of 4, or whatever their mana was. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool if they did eventually add a firebomb variant of it. Move over, take the other one. Grab yourself a bronze lock there. Let's see, what was your question, Dennis? You've only gotten mythics from glory keys. Why is that? Bad or good luck? You never got them from gems? Well, there's actually a higher chance. There's a 10 times higher chance per key that you open that a gem key will have a mythic compared to a glory key. But yeah, if you're just getting them off of glory keys, I guess that is both good and bad luck. Good luck on glory keys, bad luck on gem keys. But no, the rate is 10 times higher on gem keys relative to glory keys. Why am I going for the summoner last? I guess it doesn't really matter because of how low his stats are, but still. Normally you'd want to kill the summoner first. Your Ubistat has been traded to Mythic, but you see other Ubistats that you're playing against stats are higher than yours. It's mainly because of other stats that are coming in from Kingdom upgrades. But yeah, even if you have everything the same, Kingdom upgrades generally is going to be the biggest difference. So we'll get that. It'll just throw that down. We'll throw a poke. Get another one. Please drop a vault key. Come on, let's see our first vault key in the first hour of the stream. Still have 27 more minutes to go find one. Yeah. It gave a normal key. It's not what I want to see. The one gem key is always such a fail. Because it seems like it could be one vault key. Okay, go through another thing down. Oh, so hello, no one. Welcome. Grab that, and that should kill it. Just throw it right there. Split damage and a skull. Well, apparently skull has to do it. Oh yeah, we haven't even finished the... What do you finish the event objective this week? Was it just kill things in PvP? Because if so, that's going to be easy. Or was it kill specific color? I think it was kill specific color. Yes. Kill yellow. Which we'll definitely be able to do. Good morning, Def Shade. Welcome. Yeah, it's yellow in PvP. 300 yellow kills. It should be pretty easy. Are rewards from Vault better during Gnome events? There's a slightly higher chance that you can find a Vault key, but other than that, no. And even that, I don't know if it's even still a thing. I know it was in the past, I don't know if it still is. I haven't ever actually seen a Vault key from a Vault, though people still have mentioned that they've been getting it. Really, 1 HP? That's a bit of a waste. What is the best Doom that you can get? What do you mean by that? You mean of like the 6 color Dooms? They're all exactly the same, just for a different color. And as far as the weapon, we don't know exactly how they're going to be. But there's a good possibility they'll be exactly like the blue weapon, just for different colors. One mana short on Bronze Lock, and I forgot to take the mana that's just sitting there. Oh, Doom of Ice is okay. It's basically like a Shegra. It's a blue Shegra, essentially. Oh, speaking of Doom weapon, there it is. But yeah, it's basically the bottom line of that weapon is blue Shegra. Slightly different, but, you know, same premise. Okay, we'll take the red there. Grab herself a pistol down. Get most damage in him. I'm not even going to hit it again. We just kill it off of board skulls. Oh yeah, I forgot. You can't be burned, can you? That's not good. Oh, I didn't think about that. You can actually triple kill that way. You can destroy kill first slot, 5 damage kill second slot, and then pistol kill third slot. Which would allow pistol to triple kill. There'd be almost 0 instances where you'd ever get that much setup. But if it was to all align, you could triple kill with it. And it was killed, the blue guy. Now we should still be getting 9 glory. I haven't even been looking at the number, but yeah, 9 glory every battle is the minimum we're getting. And that's if we do a 1 trophy casual PvP with what we currently have. 5 extras from the, oops, I gave him so much ground. I kind of already saw that, but there's no way to really stop it. 5 is coming in from the, troop the glory troop for the week. The extra one's coming from the Titan, and the other 3 are just the default. How long have I been playing? 4 years. Well, a little bit less than 4 years, but in a few weeks, 4 years. The 4-year anniversary of this game's in like a week, and I've been playing since the end of November 4 years ago. Yeah, game's been out for a while. Doesn't seem like 4 years, but it's been that long. Oh, why did I give him that? Luckily, he was not going for it. Is there any purpose to upgrade treasure? No. The only thing I sometimes upgrade them for is whenever I get a daily task where I need to go and level up a troop. I like to keep my treasure available so I have something to level. So if it says to go like level something to 16 or 17 or 18 or something, I keep treasure around for that. That's about the only thing that you kind of get value from doing. Also, whenever you get that task that says trait something for 2 gem keys, you can just put a trait on one of the smaller treasure, like the common or the rare one, and just do it 1 trait at a time to do it for daily tasks. It's a good option to keep open for those, just so you always have something available. Yep, Doomed Blade is basically just a weird version of Shegra. That's exactly what it is. It's basically Shegra with a bunch of other attachments in a weird condition. Well, so far so bad on the gnome luck. Well, Volky luck was actually pretty decent, but actual gnome luck is, I don't know, a bit underwhelming so far. But we still got plenty of weekend ahead of us. How much glory can you farm an hour doing what we're doing? Assuming no glory gnomes, it's a little over 1,000. I think 1,100 or 1,200. Depends on our win rate and other factors. But it's definitely slightly over 1,000. Including if we were to actually get glory from gnomes, it could easily break 2,000. But we need to actually find glory gnomes, or just oh, nice epic ingot, or finding glory off of a normal gnome, either or. Ooh, a pet gnome. I think my guild already has one going. So let's get a different one. Come on, glory gnome. Come on, not a pet gnome. I can't click the repeat button or else it undoes the gnome. There we go, normal gnome. Let's see your vault key. Yeah, come on, click. Which to craft, Weaver or Wardbreaker? Ooh, that's a hard choice. I'd probably go Wardbreaker though. It's useful for more things. Weaver you'd basically only use in Guild Wars and very, very occasionally I mean, I said that wrong. Wow, another gnome already. But what was I just saying? You would use Wardbreaker way more. You would use that for Guild Wars, PvP, pretty much everywhere. Weaver you would only specifically use for delves. And very occasionally for Guild Wars. Okay, we found a glory now. Let's see it drop 1,000. Oh, don't you dare! It tried. It dared. It didn't get it though. Watch, I actually wanted to drop Glory. It's gonna drop me a Vault Key, though I definitely wouldn't complain if it did. But there is a possibility the Vault Key would actually give less value than her normal drop. That's how good her normal drop value is. 500 Glory. That is a lot of Glory. That's what, 22 gem keys? Math. 25? I mean, 25 gem keys. I mean, 25 Glory keys. But yeah, 500 Glory in one single drop. That's a lot. That is a ridiculously high amount of Glory to get. And unlike the Soul Gnome's best drop, which takes approximately anywhere from 15 minutes, or it basically takes anywhere from about 6 minutes to 15 minutes to farm. But the Glory Gnome, the best drop off a Glory Gnome takes 1 hour basically to farm. So that is really good value if you actually end up getting the better drops, or really Zolvich drops are really nice. Just because it saves way more time than what the Soul Gnome does, or any Gnome does. It's the best Gnome to ever get as a drop. It's the most recent one. I guess they forgot to balance it correctly. I don't mind though. Yeah, it is the most profitable Gnome for sure, without a shadow of a doubt. Oh, there's no pet active? Whoops, I should have claimed one of them. We had 2 different options. I guess the next one we still will get. So there should be enough people in my guild farming that it probably won't be an issue. Generally during gnome events it's just perpetual pet because there's more gnomes of every kind. Wow, all these moves are bad. Let's move that for now. Seriously. So there's basically only 2 colors we need, I guess. So if we're not getting either of those 2, there's not much we could do until we get Bronze Lock going. We need a sidebar for gnomes again. I don't know, what would we really track though? Okay, there's the gnome. We'll keep this one because we don't have a pet going at the moment. Oh, we almost was quad killed. Alright, what's our pet? Please be a good one. Nope, I believe I have that max. Let's just go double check. If it'll let me double check. You're about to be able to craft your first mythic. What should you craft first as your first 3? Infernus, Fair and the third one's a hard choice, especially since you already own Ubistet. But definitely Infernus and Fair. Wait, there was one other thing I wanted to go check, wasn't there? Or did I only come for tribute? No way, I just came for tribute. But maybe I did. Okay, we'll get the bronze lock, get that down. Hello, Joe T, welcome. Yeah, too bad we can't use a different hero class. But then again, you know what? We could be using Thief right now, couldn't we? Oh, but we get 1 less glory per battle. Ah. For the sake of doing true glory farming, I guess we keep using Titan. Because when will we ever need to not use Titan? Even if I go level the other stuff, we're just gonna switch right back to Titan anyways. Hello, Gustavo. Oh, 1 less glory won't matter. Oh no, it adds up. It's like 100 extra glory per hour or more, depending on win rate. Why does Titan give 1 extra glory? It's one of its perks, I believe, on the 4th tree, under the war tree. You end up getting the +1 extra glory. Warlord also has it, and one other hero class. I forget its name though. But Titan's the most relevant one that gives it. I don't know why I bothered doing this just to show it. The dreaded troop menu. Any day now. There we go. Well, since we're already here, might as well go all the way. I'm looking for a class, talent tree. Under the war tree, 4th perk, gain 1 glory in all PvP battles. As long as you win the battle, you get 1 extra glory. No worries. If you still have any other questions or anyone else, just feel free to leave them. We'll go over them all. Oh no, he has Jar. I thought that was just a normal Firebomb team. Jar makes that way more annoying. Oh, I should have greeted first. Yep, he stole my mana. That apparently steals 2 mana. One HP, how is that not dead? And down it goes. You have to choose from one of these weak mythics to craft. Already have Ubestet, Aurora, Yasmin, or Weaver. That's a hard choice. I'd probably go with Weaver. Just so you can use it for delves and stuff. Especially if you already own Megavore. The combination's still really good of Megavore plus Weaver. Every faction can use it except for the most recent one of Sea of Sorrows. I believe next faction can use it as well. I keep getting this exact same guy with the bunny nog. I know because no one uses bunny nog. Also because it has the same first guy. Megavore can't instant kill in Tower of Doom. Well, it can and it can't. You'd have to move its location of the tower or kill the tower first. Hitting the tower with instant kill will not kill it. It has immune to instant kill. Oops, I did not mean to repick that. Too bad neither of those are a real gnome. What else we need? Let's kill that one out. If he retreats, that's actually beneficial to us. Perfect. Hey, they're actually retreating when we need them to. Just auto wins for us. Also, can you guys still hear me from back here? I'm a little bit away from the mic. Just let me know if you can. This is a lot more relaxing. Let's see. We'll go take the other hit. Grab a gold. That does remind me. I still need to get a new chair here eventually. I've just been using some random cheer that's been in this house for the last 3 years. One nice thing about it though is it's completely out of frame. It doesn't even look like I'm sitting. If I sit up like really straight, it just looks like I'm standing pretty much. What do we take here? I'll take that. He's just using fire bombs. They'll go down eventually. What is a good skull spam combination to use with Doomed Blade? The blue version of Doomed Blade. I wasn't actually using it with skull spam because you normally need to have a disable so that your hero doesn't die, like an entangle or enough barrier or just anything to keep it alive. I was using it as my main means of damage in every team I was using it with. And if you mean outside the context of Tower of Doom, I would probably say a Keeper of Souls, just because it's a lot more controlled. You're slightly inclined to... Wait, full thing. Where to go? I started reading it, now it disappeared. Oh, you're slightly inclined to Yasmin over Weaver? Yasmin's nice. Has Entangle spam. Great on green Guild Wars Day. It's about the only two things it's really used for, though. But I guess Entangle spam is really nice for Delves, since you need it for protection. It's mainly used in Hall of Guardians, but you can use it pretty much anywhere. Oh, so that's probably something I'll be doing later today. Getting this off. Wow, that is getting long. I'm just like looking at it on stream. It's like, wait, that's almost longer than my head here. Which makes sense because I shaved them both at the same time. I just let them both grow out and then shave them all at once. So yeah, tonight I'll be like completely bald. Yeah, I'll probably get that done today. There's also a few cores that I need to pick up. I'm finally trying to set up this thing, Nintendo Switch, the what's it called, Smash version of it. I will be streaming that game like crazy when it actually comes out. That's probably going to be the entirety of December. Like if they're legit and there's like no Gems of War patch coming in December, because normally there is right before the holidays, but I'm pretty sure almost the entirety of December, whatever free time I have, we will be streaming brawl. I basically skipped the most recent version. We went from the first brawl, the second brawl, the third brawl, skip over the fourth, and over to fifth. Which should be a lot of fun. The game has like 1.5 billion content. Yeah, Smash 5 or Ultimate or the Switch version or whatever people want to call it these days. It goes by many names. Should you buy a Doom Blade? You should buy all the Doom weapons. If you have the gems for it. Though, I guess in the long run, if you are limited on gems, I would say skip literally every single one. But no, if you have the gems, you should definitely buy up to the, or if you have like several thousand gems on reserve, you should try getting every single one. It's going to be another 6 months before you can get it. So do keep that in mind. If you don't get it now, it's not available for 6 months from now, assuming they even do the same weapon again. I think they will, but even if they do, you have to wait 6 months. Do I have any other channels besides this one? Nope, this is the only channel I have ever had on YouTube, at least for as far as posting videos is concerned. I'll go for that one. Get another hit. Well, we had a Twitch channel. Well, I guess we still technically do have a Twitch channel. But if I was to bother to stream it, I'd probably just do it on YouTube. Regardless of which platform I stream it on, though, it would make no money at all. But it's just more convenient doing it on YouTube since we already do literally everything else on YouTube. I'm pretty sure people won't mind me streaming Brawl. For the most part. Are we not expecting another patch this year? No. This will be the first year, if they don't do a patch before December. They might just be saying it and keeping it as like a surprise. But if they don't do a patch before the holidays this year, this will be the first December in the history of the game where they don't do a patch. But so far, based on what they've said, there is no patch coming for the rest of this year. Probably won't be until mid-January until next patch. But we'll find out soon, in about a month. Yeah, I feel like they will, and they're just saying that they're not, but you never know. They could actually mean it and not do it. Gems of War for Switch? I really wish they would. It's basically the only platform that Gems of War isn't on. What do you think of the combination of Dragon Soul, Doom Blade? Generally, you wouldn't want a Dragon Soul as your tank. Sylvania Mora, though that makes it better. And Shegra. I guess that would work. Oh wait, why Shegra with it though? Yeah, you can go Amnesia or something instead. You wouldn't want to use both Shegra and the Doom Blade, because they both would deny out the exact same thing. Gems of War is big everywhere. Actually, I don't know where the area is that has the biggest demographic for it. I believe it's just America. But I don't know the full breakdown of the game. The devs would have a much better breakdown of that. I only have the breakdown of what the channel is, so that could be biased by the fact that I'm located in America. That would just naturally get more American people viewing. Also, just the times I stream are more American-based, as far as the time zones work. Are the swords and staffs in Soulforge worth crafting or using? Both are no. Well, using no. Crafting kind of. You would never actually use them, but you would maybe get them for kingdom upgrades. Either for owning X amount of weapons or just to get a weapon upgraded because you need X amount of upgrades in the kingdom. Those would be the only times you would throw them down. But no, you would never use a single one of them. There's not a single craftable weapon other than Dawnbringer that you would ever bother using. So the only problem is Dawnbringer costs 1.3 million souls to craft the entire thing. 1 million for the thing itself, 300,000 for the components getting up to that point. Yeah, Elamagrim is better than Shegra in most instances. Particularly on Purple Guild War Day, as well as for Infinite Loop. Shegra is still pretty good in Great Maul teams, though, but more often than not, it gets replaced with Bloodhammer. Actually, most teams that would normally use Shegra just get replaced with Bloodhammer these days. Not all of them, but a good majority of them. So why am I bothering to battle this out? Anytime there's Firebomb, it's not really worth it. Have I ever battled a developer of this game? Yes, multiple times. And they've also battled me multiple times. It's been a while, but I have. Most of them don't really have really good defense teams. Is this the best team for only one Cedric Sparkle Sack? You'd most likely be using a different third slot, but given that it's +5 glory this week, obviously you'd use this. But yeah, this is basically the best one Cedric Bronze Lock team they can build, or one Cedric team in general. You probably would throw an Apothecary if you were running with the other weapon, though, instead of this guy. But 5 extra glory is just too valuable to pass up. That's so much free resource for doing nothing other than including him. You want to rush, explore, and get souls at the same time. Any possible strategy? Use Dragon Soul, use Valkyrie into your team. Basically anything that passively gains you souls while you're doing stuff. And Valkyrie and Dragon Soul tend to be the most relevant to do that. Valkyrie, you would just use it into some kind of big blue. And Dragon Soul you would use into, well, literally anything. It just explodes all mana. Hey, an event key. It's not the right key though. We need a vault key. But yeah, first hour is up and no vault key. Grab a gold, grab brown. Bronze lock dead. And there we go. You would love to see live PvP. I really wish they would add that to this game. There's a good possibility it never will, though. Though who knows? Maybe they'll make another game that includes it. So it's gonna be a while before they ever ditch Gems of War. Like, they're never getting rid of this thing. Gems of War is way more successful than I think they ever expected it to be. But they are probably making Puzzle Quest 3 in the near future. They keep, like, hinting stuff at it. I really wish they would. I never played Puzzle Quest 1 or 2 when they actually launched, so if Puzzle Quest 3 actually came out, we'll be able to play it right when it launches. Okay, I do not want pet gnomes. We already have a useless pet just sitting in our thing. Come on, Glory Gnome. That is another pet. The last time I did 2 pets in a Glory, can we get that again? That'd be perfect. Well, normal gnome, still better. I'll take it. It would help if I use gold first. And that's match. And a gem key. We keep getting 1 key at a time, but they're all the wrong keys. Yeah, Surian did say that Puzzle Quest 3 is probably going to happen. No official dates, but who knows? Could be in a year, it could be 3 years, 5 years. It's definitely happening, though. It's more so a matter of when than if. I believe he did mention there was a different game they're working on before then, though. But they're very vague on all of it. You've been sitting here farming for 45 minutes and you haven't seen a single gnome? What's your win rate per hour? You should see several gnomes by now. If you're spamming Explorer, you should be getting about 1 every 5 minutes. We're probably getting slightly less than 1 every 5 minutes just because we're doing PvP. But the trade-off for the extra glory is overall more worth it. Yeah, we're still seeing 1 every, like, what, 6 to 7 minutes? And 5 gems. Still bad drops, but at least they're drops. Better than getting like minor trait stones or 100 souls or something. Yeah, I'm really curious what direction they will go with Puzzle Quest 3 if they ever do get around to it. Because they would have a lot of experience after doing Gems of War. Like, well, more than what they already had. Because when was Puzzle Quest 2 made? 2009? It's quite a gap. I'm pretty sure it was 2009. Puzzle Quest 1 was like 2007, 2008. Puzzle Quest 2 was like around 2009, 2010. And it's been like almost a decade since then. Can you reset gnomes in Explorer? That's a good question. I don't know. I believe the answer to that is no. I think it only works in PvP. And it only works in PvP if you do not click repick. And as long as the defend screen doesn't come up. I mainly only use it to repick gnomes, though. I mean, pet gnomes. Because they're useless when you already have a pet. Though you could technically exploit it to the point where you just get literally glory gnome every time. In which case you could probably get like 3,000 to 4,000 glory per hour. But we're not going to do that. I don't know if that's bannable or not. Like, doing it that excessively probably would be. Like if you just kept doing that for hours on end, all weekend long. But then again, there's probably some people that have done it and gotten away with it. It's hard to tell what's even bannable in this game anymore, exploit-wise, because there's normally like some pretty, like, easy to accidentally do exploits that keep coming into the game. We'll go for that one. Oh, sorry, James. What was your question? Do you ever use summoning stones? No. For troops in Soulforge. Are there specific troops with low drop rates for this purpose? There's basically... You'd mainly only do it as newer players. Mainly because there's no other point in the game where you'd really need it. The only other time where it might be worth using a summoning stone is if you only need a few copies more of one of the troops that are currently within it. If you need it for like a Kingdom Star or something, then it could be considered worth it. Other than that, summoning stones are pretty underwhelming. They're only particularly good if you need like 1 or 2 or 3 of the troops that are in the drop table. Can you show your hero which class you use for this deck? Oh, it's always Titan. If ever in question, I am using Titan. There's like a 95% chance at any given time I am using Titan, maybe even higher than that. But, yeah, there's a lot of reasons why. I'll go over it real quick. So, all the things that Titan has. If troop menu will load today. I'm pretty sure every single Friday and Saturday stream has just like 10 minutes of just troop menu loading. Well, there's literally nothing we can do about this. This has nothing to do with my connection at all. There we go. Anyways, let's go and go into there. Boom, class. Okay, so things that make this good. It gains a bunch of life, not only off of every extra turn, but also starting life. One of the bigger things is 50% mana start to all giants. This is pretty relevant because all 6 of the trolls that double manas are giant. There's also just a lot of really good giants out there. Not to mention it has really good in-kingdom synergy, unlike many other hero classes. And other than that, all 3 of its trees are pretty nice. Has stun an enemy whenever it gets hit by skulls. This is really relevant for anything that's dependent on traits. Its next tree is one of the weakest it has. It just gains 2 attack every single time it gets hit. Though even if it's barrier, it still gains that 2 attack. Next tree ends up gaining some extra magic to all yellows. Pretty underwhelming as well. And then it starts getting decent. You can either get +1 glory, which is what we're utilizing now, or a brown storm. This brown storm then synergizes into gaining a barrier every single brown, which is pretty much the best perk in the entire game as far as talent trees are concerned, because you can infinitely tank just about anything with brown storm into barrier every brown. So that's a pretty nice combination. Other than that, you tend to go for either the enrage, so they can hit through traits and one-shot everything with skulls, or go for the random explode every single time you take an extra turn onto a yellow, or any extra turn, but it explodes a yellow. And then the final trait just gives a bunch of immunities: stun, poison, disease, death mark, and devour. Most relevant ones being stun, death mark, and devour, so it has immune to some instant kills, and it has immune to stun, so it gets to keep all of these amazing perks, as well as, well, that's the main thing, just to get to keep all the perks. Whenever you get stunned, you lose all 7 of your perks and all 3 of your traits. So you're losing about 10 benefits or so, whereas once you have this stun immunity, it's impossible to lose them. But yeah, all those combined just makes Titan insanely good. Best hero class in the game by a very long shot. There's not even a close runner-up as far as second best. There's just Titan and Titan, that's about it. Those are your options. Very, very occasionally for some kind of mechanic you might use one of the other ones, but more often than not, if in doubt, just use Titan for literally everything. It's also a great starting hero class too, because it has a blue weapon, so you can use it with Hero Sword, which is the weapon you start out with. Have you ever been able to buy Dawnbringer? No, Dawnbringer has never been purchasable. So that would be kind of interesting if they ever did do that. I wonder how much people would actually pay for that. But, yeah, it's not something they've ever offered. It seems like something you would kind of think they would, but no, they never bothered offering that. That probably actually would sell pretty well, because it does take a while to farm Dawnbringer. Even when doing quicker teams, it could take upwards of a little over 20 hours. And using slower teams is like 50 to 60 hours to farm a Dawnbringer. So of course, just doing it gradually over time is one of the better methods. But no, it's never been viable with money. It's only ever been obtainable with 1.3 million gold and all the other resources that it requires. It's one of the hardest things to actually obtain in the game. Only behind that of really Zugoth, really. It's not like exceptionally hard, but relative to the farm time of something. But then again, I don't know. To a degree, I guess it's slightly easier too than most mythics, just because it only takes an X amount of time, whereas you could get excessively unlucky and just not get a certain mythic for a long period of time. Just because you don't have the diamonds to specifically craft it, but still want it. Are there any uses for non-diamond jewels other than Dawnbringer? All of the jewels are pretty useless. They're really only used for summoning portals, and summoning portals, as I mentioned in the past, are really underwhelming. I don't know if they'll ever add another purpose for it, but the only thing they really have a purpose for is pet food, which is pointless. Once you reach a certain amount of food, you just infinitely have food. And for the portals, and that's it. There's nothing else they really get used for. There might in the future, but at the moment, case. No, pet food's a really bad exchange rate. Sorry about that. Stream went down for like 30 seconds. Oh, we're back. Let me go say it in chat now too. Let's see. Stream is back. But as far as win-lose rate, I don't know what that would be these days. There's a lot of factors that can contribute to that. And also whatever the win-lose rate says on that one page probably isn't too accurate. Just because it tracks defends and stuff too. But, I don't know, it really just depends on what team we're using and how quickly we're wanting to win. I would say on average it's above 95% though. Anything above 90% is nice, but normally in endgame you do want to aim for like 99% plus for a win rate. Unless you're going with really quick teams, in which case it more so comes down to how many wins per hour. Which is one of the reasons why win rate's a pretty bad example of anything. Because the meta for PvP now and pretty much always has been how many wins you could do per hour more so than actual win rate. Win rate means nothing as long as you're getting more wins per hour. Like you could have 100% win rate and only get 30 wins per hour. Or you could have like 50 wins an hour, but you lost 10 of those battles. Yet the one where you lost more would actually be better. What do you think of the incoming Forest of Thorns faction troop? Oh, is it the whole entire thing for next one, Forest of Thorns? I didn't even know it was specifically for there. I didn't really look into them too much yet. Mainly because they're still a few weeks away. I can go take a peek at them. I like waiting a little bit longer, but I guess we'll go and take a little peek. Let's go even bring them up on screen too, might as well. We go get a whole nice little screen for them, and we'll go and show them. I don't believe I showed them yet, because I know I haven't even read over them, so how could I have showed them? Let's see. Weekly events. Where's spoilers? There it is. Okay. Yeah, we'll go over it right after this battle. Might as well. It's right around the corner, too. I think it's in, like, what, 2 weeks from now? Not next Friday, but the following Friday. November 23rd. So yeah, it's 2 Fridays from now, right? Yeah, 2 Fridays from now. Not next week, but the following week. We are getting 4 Forest of Thorns. Oh, does that increase stars at all? How far is Forest of Thorns currently? That'd be nice if we could 10-star that. That's an extra armor. I don't believe the tribute was too bad either for the kingdom. Let's backtrack. Oh, that reminds me. I haven't contributed gold yet to the guild, have I, this week? I was waiting until we got more people in the guild, which is why I was waiting. Oh, speaking of that, I believe we still have 1 spot left. Someone was asking about it earlier, but I don't know if he actually went in. He might have been sleeping. But we still have 1 spot kind of just hanging there. Which is bad, because all this week so far for Dooms, we've been missing 1 whole person. Which definitely makes it harder. Okay, I clicked back. It's just the game's being the game and not wanting to do anything. But while it's doing that, let's go try setting up this thing. Oh, of course, as soon as I start doing it, it finally gets there. Of course, that's how it always is. Well, let's click on that. Go and double check guilds. We're still missing someone, right? Yep, we still are. If anyone wants to go join, we still have a spot left. Anyways, let's go and zoom into this screen. Should be zoomed enough. That'll be fine. Okay. So all that, and let's go over the 4 troops for next faction in 2 weeks. Might as well. Go bring up a window capture for it. Move that there. Boom. Where's window capture? Window, window, window. Correct window. Boom. Boom. There we go. Okay. So the 4 troops that are coming out for this faction. Before I do that, though, 1 second. Get rid of that. Where was the Forest of Thorns? How close are you? Oh, that will be 10 stars. Yep, that would be 12. Yeah, that'd be 12 star. Yeah, it would go up to 12. And he'd skip from 10 to 12 immediately. Sweet. Okay, well, we definitely want to go save shards for that then. We'll need the armor. So let's keep saving the shards that we've been gathering for that. Other than that, anyways, let me go bring up the menu thingy. Window capture. So, these troops. Let's bring that up. Boom, boom, boom. Where is it? Where'd they start? Right there. So, the legendary. It is a green-purple for 18 mana. Transform red gems to purple. Has potential. And yellow to skulls. Ooh. They added a double convert into a delve. Summon a Trent or a green golem. Wait, what's a green golem? Apparently that's one of the new ones. Deep Vitality, extra HP, Spell Armor. Hey, more Spell Armor stuff. 25% spell reduction. Magic Vines. Entangle a random enemy when matching purple. That's kind of like what, what's his name? Her name has, except it's cheaper. Yasmin. Basically another version of Yasmin. So red to purple and yellow to skull. Trying to think what that's really good on. I want to say Infernus, but that wouldn't work too good. Oh no, I need to think that over later. I'm trying to think of what that double convert works with other double converts. Oh, Sakima. Right? I think that works with Sakima. Yeah, I need to double check a few more of them. Can't think of it off the top of my head. Anyways, next one. Got a brown purple rare. Steal magic +1 armor from an enemy. Sounds bad. Transform it into a random skill. Wait. Oh, they ended up doing the wild folk things onto this one. Then transforms into a random skill and grant it to the first ally. Oh, wow. That could potentially be a magic buff for first ally. That could be very high. That could be okay, though I'm pretty sure you'd use Diviner and Humility instead in most instances. It has 33% score reduction, not bad. Immune to Entangle too. The Ultra Rare Exploded Gem, not too bad. For 10 mana. Green, yellow. Also great colors. Entangle a random enemy for every green gem destroyed. So if you do 4 of them, entangle the entire enemy team. And yeah, for only 10 mana, it's like a little alternative version of Leshy, kind of. And it has stone skin, so that'll be used as a tank. And the red thorn, which almost seemed like it should have been the legend, but no, it's only the epic. And it deals magic +4 splash damage to an enemy, boosted by entangle enemies. 6 times boost ratio, but pretty underwhelming. And all of its traits are also underwhelming. Yeah, out of all those, I'm pretty sure the legend's going to be the only one that really gets a lot of use. Everything else seems kind of average. But yeah, that's everything else coming in. Where is the... Looking for the tab thingy. Where's the thing that gets away? There it is. Okay, anyways, move this back down. Do that back to the corner. Leave that there so I can see chats. Move this away because we don't need it anymore. And back to the grind. Apparently we got more of the event done as well. Oh, you got your first key, nice. We still haven't yet. Working on it. We be working on it. What is this Vault event? How long is it here for? Vault events occur once every month for the entire weekend. And it's from Friday reset until Monday reset. So it's for about another 2 days and 14 hours or so. I believe the exact timer can be found underneath the event menu. 2 days, hey, I said it exactly. 2 days, 14 hours, and yeah, there should be a more accurate timer somewhere. There it is. 2 days, 14 hours, and 22 minutes is how much more time you have. Oh, did I need this copy of this pet? Oh, oops. I actually need copies of it. I just assumed we already had all the copies. That'd explain why I don't have him maxed yet. I keep already just thinking he's maxed, yet he's not maxed every single time we keep getting him. We only got 15 minutes left, but that's way more than enough time. We did it in like 4 minutes before. Though normally it takes more towards 5 to 6. Alright, that's one of the other slightly annoying things. During a gnome event, you're going to get a lot of pet gnomes. But pet gnome battles, or the pet battles, these that we're doing right now, have a 0% chance of having gnomes appear. So every single one of these battles, we're not getting a single gnome from. 0% chance per battle. So even though we're allowed to farm a lot of pets, it's actually hindering us from farming gnomes. But not much we can do about that. Hello, Dallas. You want me to try a team? I'll need to do that after this pet. But Gorgotha, Divinia, Liang, and Drac. What's the Liang for? Or Liang, however you say his name. You have a lot of HP buff, but what's actually using the HP? Nothing boost ratios off of it. Normally you want to have at least one thing that does, if you're going to use that much HP heal. Otherwise you'd want to use Gorgotha, Divinia into some kind of damage source combination. No, I gotta waste that whole thing just for 2 damage, but luckily it's a free turn. And dead. Do gnomes show up in challenges? Yes. Pet gnome doesn't, but every other gnome does. Pet gnome is only found in PvP and arena. Also, I never double checked to see where glory gnome is available. There might be a chance that it's only available in PvP. I've never actually seen it in Explore yet. I'm pretty sure it could go anywhere though. The only one I know for sure is restricted though is Pet is only in PvP and arena. Yeah, I hate when normal gnome gives 100 soul. It is very bad of a drop. What weapon can you use with the Divine team if you don't have Divine Protector or Dawnbringer? Mountain Crusher and just use Mercy instead. Basically, you replace Divine Protector with Mercy. You replace the Ubestead or whatever you use in there with Mountain Crusher. And then you use something like Infernus as your main damage source. Okay, I thought glory gnomes were everywhere, so yeah, there's only pet gnomes that are restricted to certain locations. So yes, challenges do have every gnome except pet gnome. You got your first Volkio on the very first PvP game of the day. That is very lucky. We're still at 0. It's gonna be one of those weekends again. Though it doesn't help that we're doing a pet, but hopefully we'll keep finding pets that we already have. And I won't feel as tempted to have to do them, because we don't have to do them. And one more hit will do it. See if we'll ever get mana. And we should have like 7 minutes to kill this last one. Plenty enough time. Nice little extra turn, get a Infernus in there, Ubestead it down, and that is almost match. Not quite. There we go. If he doesn't kill it. Oh wow, that is very lucky, Eric. Oh, speaking about very lucky, 4 mana cores. We only need 3 more until it's max. Well, that makes up for not doing it for a while. Anyways, yeah, we're still stuck at 19. Come on, let's see a 20. Go do casual PvP, repick into a normal team. Is there a best time to use vault keys? Pretty much any time is best time. It's slightly better during vault events just because of higher vault key chance. And other than that, you sometimes hold them like we're doing right now to get 1 copy of each of the new gnomes whenever they come in. Next one, I believe, is Jewel Gnome. Probably next patch or whenever it comes in. But most recently got the Glory Gnome, of course. But saving it for stuff like that for completionist purposes is pretty nice as well. Because with bad luck, it could potentially take like 20, 30, 50 of them to open until you get a copy of the one trip you want. Especially the more they add, the harder it's going to be to get a specific one. You got on the 4th key? Very nice. Took us... Oh, I didn't even keep track. I probably should have. We can go back in the video, but that would take too long. I think it was somewhere around 7 or so. It did go a lot quicker than it did last time with the previous gnome. Will Wyhelm be able to become 14-star kingdom in 2 weeks? Good question. Let's see, 2 new troops. That would be 14 stars, wouldn't it? That seems to be the case. Ah, it's gonna be annoying. But yeah, if we go check the thing, that should be Kingdom Power. Yep, upgrade 22 Wyhelm troops to level 20. Oh wait, no, it wouldn't be. It's only 13 stars. Because wouldn't 14 require 23 being traded? And there would only be 22 troops. But yeah, 13 would be possible. Regardless, it's still nice. Because Wyhelm is best tribute in game. Get that down. And just kill it with anything. Ooh, bulky alpha soul gnome, very nice. All those other gnomes are supposed to have a higher rate of vault keys. I haven't seen it though. It seems like the exact same. Wouldn't it be better to have your home kingdom for whichever you have the highest star count on? Yes. More often than not, you would have it that way. But assuming star counts are the same, it would always be white home. But yes, if they are different, you would put it into pretty much whatever one is highest, for the most part. Especially when it has a really big difference, like double tribute chance. And it goes from 10 to 20%. Yeah, White Helm will actually be the easiest kingdom to max starting next event in 2 weeks.
Mana surge, mana surge, mana surge, mana surge. Mana surge.
Let's see. Hey, a glory gnome. Nice, okay. Hey, am I okay? Oh no, just a little tired is all. If I seem a little off today. All good though.
Mana surge.
Let's get the glory gnome down. The red, some gold. AK all of it's bad.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
And hopefully that's 1,000 glory drop.
Mana surge.
That'd be amazing if it is. Or Volky. At 500, I'll take it. That's 1,000 just in the last hour, just from her. 1,000 2 times, or 500 2 times, I mean, for 1,000 total. I'm from South Carolina, not North Carolina. Well, actually, I'm from New Jersey, not either of those two. But I currently live in South Carolina. Ouch, 3 minor treat stones in a row. That is awful. I don't know why they still have the minor trace stone drop on them. It is such a bad drop. Even for newer players, that's a bad drop. You can get 2 minor trace stones in like a minute. Not even as a newer player. Any idea why the event spreadsheet says max 8-star for White Helm next week? When it already has 12, I don't know. Which spreadsheet are you referring to? Not all of them update properly. It could just be that it's not tracking the hero class, which obviously exists, the priest class. Ooh, another Volky, nice. Also, we will have a redeem code in a little bit. Heh. Should I do it like I normally say? Once we get a vault key, I'll give out a redeem code. No, I don't know if we'll do that this stream. Because there's a chance we might not get one. But if we do get one, we'll give one out immediately. Yes, Pet Gnome can drop vault keys during the Gnome event. And they still drop their pet food as well when they do. But yeah, it's pretty convenient. And the main reason they have it like that is just to make sure that people will actually do pet gnomes. Otherwise, there wouldn't be as much of a need to, because there was already a pet active. When we have events like this week, kill mobs in PvP or Explore, would you consider adding which kingdom is best to run on your stream or add it to the text? Wasn't it Whitehome? I believe we went over on Monday. Normally on the Monday videos I go over them. I normally don't mention it any other time though. But generally if it tells you to do something in PvP, passively just doing it in PvP is the best way. Even if there's multiple other options. What's good for doing Tower of Doom? Mang and first slots is pretty solid. Other than that, using Dragon's Eye is pretty solid. Lately, we've been using that Yasmin weapon to gain a bunch of HP into using the brown-blue guy that boosts based on that HP. And those are mostly options. That and really any brown weapon into Apothecary, or you know, any of the better brown weapons. You can also go Devour spam with Barrier spam. So there are some things that do have immune to it, which you have to watch out for and be very careful around. Good evening, Flaming. Is there a quick PvP team with the skeleton key using or without Cedric? No. There wouldn't be any team that uses zero Cedric that would work really well with it. It just doesn't have the damage output. Your guild is requiring 25 dooms. Drama will ensure. My guild kind of is too, except indirectly. But I don't know, 25 dooms isn't too bad for late game players. It's not like, yeah, like you said, it's not like you're actually doing 25 rooms. If you count heroics and if you count Lux and stuff like that, it's more like you're only doing 20. Oh, speaking of that, I almost forgot. We finally finished the Tower of Doom as well. We still need to go make leaderboard further if we want, but we'll be claiming that major orb tonight. We already got a blue orb from the orb we got from the vault key, so that was pretty cool. But hopefully there'll be another blue orb, major orb that we can get. But yeah, we should be there by now. I don't see why we wouldn't be, and if not, we can just cover the rest. It should be like right on top of it. And the rest is just for leaderboard. Oh, perfect timing. Tribute to sitting there. Oh, really decent one. 15, not too bad. What am I looking for? Game, skilled, tower, complete? Yep, it's completed. We're done. Wow, 41. That's a lot. Surprised they're still going. Or I guess we might be trying for leaderboard, but I don't know. Top 20. It's not too far. It's, what is that, about 60 away or so? But it's only for 25 gems and 2 more copies of the portal. That's like no reward whatsoever. The reward system for that game mode is very unbalanced. Yeah, I know. They did mention that Tower of Doom would be a way to accumulate gems instead of sinking it. But nope, it's the exact opposite. If anything, even Invasions is better gems than Tower of Doom. Almost Raids is even better. Invasions definitely is better. Please have a vault key. You know you want to. Show us one before the end of the stream so we can go give out a code. Well, we're giving one out regardless, but we'll give one out immediately if we find one. Vault key, go. Nope, that is a single key, not the right single key. Yeah, Salty has everything on her account. She has like 1,000 power orbs as well, which is pretty funny. Some kind of very, 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 very high amount. Like absurdly high amount. Like way over the top. Alright, I'll be back in a second. Salty has her coffee. I need caffeine as well. I'm gonna go get a soda real quick. Be back in like 30 seconds. Okay. We're back. Sorry about that. Got soda, got water, all good. Let's see. What do we need here? Grab the blue thing. Get more pistols. Get rid of famine. And max out our gold so we could actually get something. Get another hit. And he's dead. Okay, let's find this gnome already. Or the vault key, I mean. It's gonna be another repeat. It's gonna be just like last weekend. We're gonna go like 6 to 8 to 10 hours or something. 0 vault keys, and then just get them all at once at the end. I think after I finish out PvP, we might just spam explore. We won't get the extra glory for it, but now that there's the oh no, now that there's this glory gnome, it might just be better because there's a 0% chance we'd even find a pet gnome there, which is actually beneficial because we just repick it anyways. Yeah, Dr. Pepper. Nope, that is not what I meant to cast. That is way overkill. Yeah, we've been managing to stay above 10,000 gems for a while now. It keeps fluctuating back and forth, but we have been staying above 10,000. You have to be careful using too much support with the Doom weapon. That team sounds like it would just carry too much. So there would be a lot of mana accumulation. Unless it's for quick explore, then never mind, that could work. If you're using it for like quick something, where it just one-shots the entire enemy team. Because I forgot, it does have a really big AoE. Especially if you have it maxed. It's almost a 40-something. It's like high 30s. Which is even more than Dawnbringer initial cast. There's a full list of all the costs to VIP somewhere on the forum. Not too many things lately to really throw it down on though. Like the most recent thing they threw in the most recent patch is pretty bad value. It's pretty obvious that's pretty bad value though. You don't need me saying that to understand that it's bad value. It's basically like the equivalent, some of them, of like an orange orb or a blue orb. But with a gigantic price tag on them. You're VIP 0? There still are people like that. There's still... Oh, excuse me. Oh, no, I'm getting hiccups from... I don't, like, burp anymore. I just get hiccups. But, yeah, there are still some really endgame players who have, like, literally everything in the entire game who haven't spent a single cent on the game. They're very rare, but they still exist. I don't know. I personally couldn't deal with not having scouting. Like, at least VIP 3 for Death Knight and automatic scouting is so nice. Even if you don't have Death Knight, at least it's like the automatic scouting. I don't know, I would get so paranoid without it. I know on every single Let's Play account we've ever had, it gets annoying after a while. I can never imagine having to play like that always. Does a pet need to be equipped to get the bonus? No, every pet always has its bonus regardless of if it's equipped. The pet you have equipped has no effect on anything other than looking cute on your shoulder. So just pick the cutest one. I like building my outfit around it, as you can see. I matched the little anglerfish as closely as possible. I even have the horns to match his horns, or his spikes, whatever they're called. Oh, Dallas, what was your team? Just mention it again and we'll go try it. Oh yeah, I think we were doing the pet at the time and then I forgot to go do it. Yeah, just mention it again and we'll go do it. Hello, Haley, welcome. Well, most of the challenge with not paying is mainly in early game. Once you reach a really good mid to late game guild, particularly a late game guild, you're pretty much set for forever once you reach that point. Because after a few months in a really good guild, you pretty much have all the resources you'll ever need. The only problem is those kind of guilds have really high requirements that take a long time to farm to that point. Hello, Razio, welcome. Okay, well, we'll let these fire bombs go down and then we'll go to the team you just mentioned. And he should just firebomb himself out, and here we go. Yep, apparently I've got another firebomb. Let me just claim this real quick. Just get it out the way. Wait, did I not collect my seals? Whoops. My bad. Let me go do that. I kind of just assumed people would have purple orbs on hand if they ever did need to get it past that point, though. We finally have enough that we can go max out an entire guild if we wanted to. From 0 to 40,000 with just orbs. Of course, we would never need to do that, but we can. Oh yeah, I didn't claim a lot, but we already have 40,000, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, let me go try that one team real quick. Oh, you finally got a Vault key, nice. We're still at 0. Let's see. Which team do I want to get rid of? Blue Giant, what are you? Yeah, we don't need you. You're just a Blue Giant team. Why did I even have this here? Why were we going over Titan? I can't remember. Oh, I know why. We weren't going over Titan. We were going over blue teams for Monday's video. For teams for Tower. I used that mainly for the first, I think, 100 to 150, or more so just 100. Just because Dawnbringer into Hinla was pretty quick kills. Well, the endless troop menu load. Any day now. Any day now. Stream will be done by then. We need like a mini game for the lag on the troop menu. Okay, at this point, I'm just gonna go get the redeem. Oh, okay, there we go. Never mind. We will have the redeem code soon, though. Anyways, what was I doing? This team. Gorgotha, Divinia. Seems like it has too much HP gain and not enough damage. But we'll give it a shot. Liang. And Draculus. Covers every color, so we'll just go, I don't think a banner was suggested. So, probably just double yellow. Do we need a minus for anything? What are we missing? We should have everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's everything. Probably better to go all in Gorgotha, though. Just to ensure we have it. A little bit less for Draculus, but I think overall it'll be fine. Hey, a pet gnome! I have no clue if the current one expired. We're just gonna assume it has. I'm pretty sure it was pretty close. Oh, he has way too much barrier right now. I had the submerge actually block that too, that's funny. I have no way of actually dealing with that either. Oh, and he keeps getting his barrier thing back too. Oh yeah, you can escape. That wouldn't be good. But yeah, we don't have much damage to deal with him. At least he can't get submerged again. 1 HP. He better not escape with 1 HP. But yeah, the team doesn't have enough damage. I feel like Liang for like anything else would be the way to go. Like this combo's still good. Gorgotha Divinia is really nice. And I guess you can throw Draculus into it. It's just the Liang isn't really needed. Especially when you don't have anything that even boosts based on HP. And smash. Ooh, that's a nice one. I've been needing more copies of that. I think we have like 2 copies currently. Some kind of ridiculously small amount. That's nice to see that little guy again. Okay, where's our battle? Games, fights, 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 and into battle we go. I forgot to check how many copies we have. Pretty sure it's 2. 2 or 3 total. That was easy. Just perfect Infernus cast. Of course, we have no control over it though. Oh no, a little bit more than that. We should have had 5. We've gotten 5 of him so far, which means we got an event of him like 2 or 3 times then. Well, one of them was from the Guarantee Wednesday one, and the other one was the first time we found him. And maybe we found him a 3rd time.
Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge.
I am using the wrong layout. I always use this layout. Or lately I have been. It's quicker to set up. Oh yeah. Wait. Yeah, you can get Divinia next week. You'd be able to get Divinia, you'd be able to get Dragon Soul, and you'd be able to get Element Grim. There's actually a lot of really good stuff in the drop table. Okay, what do we need here? Let's go grab a red. Take whatever. Take a red again. Let's get a hit on you. Yeah, it would be worth doing that. I might even go through some event keys just to get Divinia maxed. I actually don't have her maxed yet. I think I need 1 more copy. But it would be worth throwing event keys until I get 1 copy, just to get her maxed. There's so many things I use her for, yet still haven't bothered to get her completed yet. Let me actually double check that right now. I'm pretty sure she's still 1 copy short. Watch, she's probably upgradable right now, and I didn't even realize it. She's been that way for like days now, or weeks. Or at least since last Friday when we opened for the Mythic. Let me go double check that. What's Divinia currently at? Yep, we need 1 more copy. I'll get that next week for sure. It's not that big of a benefit, but any amount of benefit, excuse me, on an already amazing troop would be very nice. It gets like another magic or 2, some higher durability, and yeah, would definitely be worth it. Actually, here's all the troops that are going to be in, plus the 2 new troops, or maybe this is a new one. There's 2 new ones, but of course, one of them is the Ray troops, I believe it is. That's not going to be anything too relevant. But, yeah, the only thing I don't have max is Divinia. And of course, the 2 new ones I'm going to max immediately. And we already have 3 Element Grim, so we definitely don't need that. But yeah, 1 copy of Divinia. I need to open event keys next week until we get 1 copy. That's really important. Oops, I did not mean to use this team again. But luckily, it's a weak team, so it should go down pretty quick. Do I have anything upgradable? Yes, quite a bit. We have, like 24 things upgradable. I've mainly been saving them for when we get daily tasks. Because none of them are required to get a Kingdom star level, I don't believe. Speaking about daily tasks, that was one thing I was going to go check earlier. Oh yeah, I was correct in that I said almost all my tasks were auto-completed. I almost feel like repicking this one, using a bunch of knights. I'm going to regret it, but I kind of want to. 3 unique troops that all use red. Pretty sure that's going to happen automatically. Let's go open 10 glory keys because we got 3 gems for that. 1. Oh, I don't need to count. We can just do it based on when we get the drop. Nice, got glory from a glory key. 60 of it too, or 40, whatever it was. There we go. Okay, nothing too good. But at least we got that done. And we just need to go do the red troop thing, which will pretty much automatically happen. There's some kind of team out there that uses that many reds. Yep, there it goes. There's the team. Gotta go do 15 vault keys. Now we can just do quick explore a few times. Oh yeah, pet battle thing, thank you. Yep, I would have forgot. Thank you. Alright, so after we finish that pet, let's go give out a code. Because I predict no vault key for this stream. I hope I'm wrong, but it's probably not happening. Oh, we still have the rest of the weekend. Weekend's still young. Actually, it's not even the weekend yet, it's still Friday. With how the Gems of War schedule is, I do start considering Fridays already as weekends. But, yeah, it technically doesn't start until tomorrow. I don't know, what time do you guys consider, like, the weekend? I think most people would consider it, like, 5 or 6 a.m. on a Friday is when the weekend starts. I don't know, but for me, it starts, like, right as soon as Friday starts these days. Every day is a weekend for you. That's a good way of looking at it. Thursday night when Gems of War resets. And one more, and we'll give out a code. I believe we only need 2 copies of it too, or was it only 1? Some amount to get upgraded. We're getting a major orb from it soon too. We're actually getting a lot of major orbs. Getting one tonight. We already got one from the Vault Key, which gave us a nice shiny blue. Getting one from the event later tonight, and we're almost have another one for pets. And with how many pets are going to be around, we might get it today. What kind of music am I into? I don't know, I'm not normally like too huge on music. I don't know, pretty much anything. Except maybe country. That's like the only thing I don't really care for the most part. But I don't know, I'll listen to just about anything. So generally I don't really listen to much music. Do I play Minecraft? I do not. I've never actually played Minecraft. I've obviously seen footage of Minecraft and stuff like that, but no, I've never actually played Minecraft. I'm not too big of a fan of sandbox games. I don't mind games that have elements of it, but like completely 100% sandbox games I'm not normally too huge a fan of. Okay, so let's go get this thing upgraded, and let's go give out a redeem code. And all we need is one copy. Can we manage? We have a 100% chance to get one, so hopefully we get one. We actually got 3. Wow, we did really good on the last 2 pets. Got 4 on one and then 3 on the other. Very nice. But anyways, let's go upgrade this little guy. Let's go into upgradable. 2 more pet upgrades, and we'll have an orb, a major orb. It should be pretty easy. It is a gnome event, so like literally every hour we're going to be having a pet. If it's one we need is questionable, but we will have one pretty much every hour. On the hour. Okay, so that's that. Only 5 gems, but it's better than nothing. And let's go add even more resources on top of that by handing out a redeem code. Let's see. Click edit. Copy. How am I already halfway done with November redeem codes? There's no instance where I gave out multiple, I don't think. Maybe she just didn't give enough? Or did I start using them in October? That could have been why. I think I started using them at the end of October. But anyways, that goes in there. Because it's only the 9th and I'm already halfway done. There's definitely more than that many days in this month. Yep, I added a space. That's not supposed to happen. There we go. Okay, code works. Claimed on both accounts. Move that there. Copy the entire handle. And there you guys go. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section, or simply click on that link right there. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. Whatever your game says there is what you end up putting in. The redeem code is right over there. You just simply copy paste it, or right over there as well, right above. And the same thing, just either click on that link or go to gemsofwar.com and click on game code section. Give same rewards as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 2,500 gold. Basically like a treasure gnome drop or 2. And that's that. Oh, and it works on every platform except for PS4 and Xbox One. Also, thank you for the subscribe, Temptation, much appreciated. As well as the, actually there's a few others earlier too, Dedrick and Mundo, thank you as well. As well as anyone else who might not be coming up because whatever reason YouTube doesn't notify me of every single one. But anyways, let's go and let's continue the gnome grind. Hopefully we find one with a vault key. Still dry at 0. Though, this entire stream was worth it simply because we got a major blue orb though. Off the vault key. That made it all worth it. Doomed Blade in Arena? Oh! Wait. I don't think the +10 or +9 or whatever you currently have it at. I don't know if that works in Arena. Because perks on weapons do not work. But I don't know if the amount of pluses you have on it still count towards that boost ratio. I never actually tested it. Also, what on earth is that team? Apparently he doesn't have the new glory gnome. Better just chose not to use that one. I don't know, I think it would make more sense to replace the Val Raven with a glory gnome. So that they're all gnomes instead of a bird. Thank you, Belden. Hello, Iron Molts, and hello, Medieval. Welcome. Or, I mean, see ya, Medieval. Have a good day at work. I almost want to go do explore farming, but I know I will regret it because of how much less glory we're getting. I can't really pass up +6 glory. It's just too tempting. Wow, we could actually lose this if we're not careful. Oh, why'd I have to hit the one that was weakest? It did like nothing. Oh, we'll keep spamming this guy. Happy if he even lives. Just getting skulls out of nowhere. Every single possible one. There we go, finally. Yeah, things do die a lot quicker in Explore. Like, a lot quicker. Oh, why did I not take the firebomb? That was like such an easy way to get a kill. But these aren't too bad, doing 1 trophy PvP. Like, they aren't as quick, but they're still pretty quick. Nothing like Explorer, but still pretty high up there. Dallas, mention whatever team you wanted to go mention, and we'll go mess around with it. Wait, is that a level 18 with a Corvash? That is one lucky person. Level 18 with Corvash. That is pretty decent. You can run that to about level 100 pretty effectively. Not one of the ones you can run through the entire team, but that's a really solid legend to have at that low level. Really, any legend is a pretty solid legend to have. Well, maybe not every, but you know, still pretty nice. Really lucky to have it though. Not as lucky as a mythic, but it's still a pretty decent one. Gorgotha, Moloch, Magnus, and Plague. You have a lot of stuff that works on extra turn, but you have nothing to gain extra turns is the biggest problem. You'd likely want to replace out one of them. Like maybe the Moloch for something that can loop mana. Like maybe an Apothecary or an Alchemist or anything that can feed into Gorgotha and keep exploding back into the other troop. So probably Apothecary since it has no mana conflict. Plus you get some extra HP because it's the same kingdom. Not much, it's 2, but you never know. That 2 HP could be the difference between dying and not dying. Especially since you might be slightly lower level and the stats are a little bit more important as well. Yeah, no problem for the code, everyone. Alright, here it is as well, if anyone is just getting here a little bit later. Here's the code. Make sure to go use it. And we'll have another one tonight, another one tomorrow morning stream, another one the following night stream, and another one every stream we ever do. Assuming we still have codes left. We will for the next, like, 2 weeks. Just need to ask for more. I need to make sure I do so preemptively just to make sure. Hey, a soul gnome. I don't need souls, but it's still not too bad of a drop. Hopefully it gives us Volky, though. Come on, let's see that Volky. Let's see one shiny Volky. Be the first one to get his Volky. Come on, Volky. Please get a Volky. That is the exact opposite of a Volky. That is your worst possible drop. They fixed the gnome trick? No, they didn't? Question mark. How were you doing it? It still works in PvP. I don't know where you were trying it, but it works in PvP. We literally did it this stream like an hour ago to repick pet gnome a few times when we already had a pet. Oh, what else we have to move around? Let's take that for now. But yeah, does anyone else have any last minute questions? Anything else you want to ask? Let me know. Unusual question. What is a good early game, good team to do dungeons for Soulforge gems? Devour spam or barrier spam, or even combine the both. The cheapest, really effective team would be, what's the order for it? Bullet, Cockatrice, Apothecary, and Dragonian Monk. It uses all ultra rare and below, and it has basically everything you need. It has Entangle, it has Mana Drain, it has Barrier, and it has Instant Kill, Devour, which will give you all their stats. And it's one of the cheaper things that you can use to clear through it. But yeah, basically Devour is the easiest way to get around in that game mode. In early game. There's also quite a few legends that can tear it out off of infinite loops. Like Queen Titania with Alchemist Moneylender, or Yagway with Alchemist Moneylender, or you can even try Double Goblin Rocket with Alchemist Moneylender, which is also pretty cheap. It's 2 rares and 2 of the exact same ultra rare.
Mana surge.
Good Guards Avatar team. I don't know if I still have it saved. Actually, I might still have it saved from ages ago. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? It's the Honor version of it. Oh no! I think I finally overrid it for something. Or did I? Yep, I did. Really? Oh no, there it is. I know I still had it somewhere. I don't know why I still have it saved, but I do. It's Honor, Apothecary, Guards Avatar, and Corvash. Corvash not necessarily necessary, but it gives a little bit extra boost ratio, and it gives us a way to disable. But you can run it without it. It's not too important. But the main thing it does is Honor gains a boost ratio per stunned troop, so it's kind of nice to have stun. Not needed though. Oh, why did I do it on red? Ideally, you want to keep doing it on blue, but I converted out blue because I don't know what I'm doing. It's been a while since I used this team. But ideally, you just go for one cast or double cast Guards Avatar. Just kill out everything that way. That's pretty much how it goes. It's a little bit of a weird matchup, actually. Oh yeah, you gotta get Honor kill. That's not good. Should be in kill range though, especially if he doesn't regain barrier. Just need to go get this up. Hopefully he won't hit it. Good. And that's a match. Yeah, the team is relatively cheap. And the whole core of the team is Honor, which is a common, Apothecary, Ultra Rare, and then Guards Avatar, which is the hard component, but if you're building a Guards Avatar team, you already have it. And Corvash isn't necessarily necessary. It's just there for the stun. And those stuns, other than disabling, helps give Honor a 4 extra armor per stun, which just makes his ability a little bit bigger. But yeah, that's basically what I'd run with that. And it's really easy to downscale. Okay, let's go grab ourselves a gold burst. A brown. You're so lucky you got Queen Titania at like level 20. Oh yeah, that's super insane. Queen Titania does 4 extra damage per red. You can get 16 extra damage just for having a pure red team. That early in the game is just insane damage. And it's really easy to build cheap stuff around it. Alchemist Moneylender is rare and rare, so you already got that. You just put a Goblin Rocket with it and you're good to go. Or just your hero so you gain XP for it. Yeah, we got mail. Oh, did I do normal PvP? Apparently I am, because that made our rating go up. Haven't done too much normal PvP this week, as you can see. Or, you know, ranked PvP when I say normal. The ones I have done have all been on 1 trophy. How did that die already? Did it just get death marked? Luckily it's not relevant, but still. And it just sits on a bunch of barrier. Didn't even matter that we hit a bunch of blues to do extra damage, because it did no damage to begin with. Yeah, did anyone else have a question? Otherwise, I'm probably going to be heading out after this battle. I have a few errands I need to run. Probably going to get a shave, and I don't know what else I have to do. I think that's mainly it. But yeah, I'm going to actually try to see if I can get everything hooked up so that I can start recording console footage by Sunday. It's something I always wanted to do, like stream console-related games. It's just, there's a lot more setup than what you would need for it compared to just a normal PC stream. But I think I have most of the things I need. Oh, stream went down for a second again. And there's just like a few more parts I need to get. Mainly the capture card. There's a few other things I needed to. Repick a gnome if it works. I don't know if we're even going to find another gnome before the end of the stream. But you have to make sure that you don't click repick button. If you click repick button, it'll mess up the gnome. You have to immediately take a battle. Also, if a defense screen comes up, it also ruins it. So there has to be no defense screen randomly popping up, and you also have to not repick. So basically, one of the 3 battles you see, you have to go for. Otherwise, it's not going to give it to you. What is the Switch game I'm looking forward to? Mainly Smash Ultimate, Smash 5, the next Smash, that one. Other than that, the only game I currently actually have is Mario Party. Huge Mario Party fan. I'd probably rank the current one at 5th or 6th, but still, it's mainly because it has such high competition with all the other Mario Parties that are actually really, really good. This one isn't bad. It's just there's definitely better Mario Parties out there, but still, it's a lot of fun. Let's see. Get that one. I think the biggest thing that this Mario Party does is, well, for one, it's the first to actually have online. It's not fully online, but at least partial online. And other than that, it's finally returning back to the old format that has worked so well for ages. Mario Party 9 and 10, for whatever reason, went in a really, really weird direction where they tried killing out the series, but then they finally revived it by not being dumb and finally bringing it back to what it's supposed to be. Let's see, I'll move that over. Take a blue down. Get another hit. Also, something else I would look forward to a lot is if they made a Mario Maker for Nintendo Switch. That was one game on the Wii U that seemed very tempting to me, other than Smash 4, but I didn't bother going for that. But Mario Maker, it seems like a really fun concept, like being able to make any kind of Mario level platformer and having a bunch of maps like that. There's so many weird contractions you can do and a lot of really weird platforming related mini games and stuff that you can make out of it. Seemed like a fun premise. Fortunately, it's only on Wii U. We'll get that down. Get another pistol at it. And that's match. If it will ever end its turn, and then it goes. I want to try finding at least one more gnome before we end out today. As I say that, we'll probably be here for like 10 minutes until we find a gnome. That, or we go explore, spam, and find it in seconds. HP, really? We'll do that and I'll kill it, hopefully. How did that not get hit by a skull? Too bad he doesn't have 25% reflect. That would actually be very helpful. He can't have everything good, though. He already has quite a bit going for him. So that would have made him even more perfect. Yeah, of course, the main reason you would ever do Explore during a gnome event is to get all the gnomes. It's the quickest rate of gnomes in the game, other than challenge spamming. But Explore spamming is normally a little bit better. Even though it's ever so slightly slower, it's the whole premise of why you do it this way as well in like PvP. It's slightly slower, but you get the extra resource. But then again, never mind. I believe they made a patch a week or two ago where you now get 200 gold per challenge battle. I don't know if they specifically did to challenges. I know they did to quite a few other modes in the game. I forget if challenges specifically got them or not. But if so, that definitely makes it more on par with Explore. Recommended places for finding gnomes: 1 trophy casual PvP constantly repicked, or spam explore in whatever area you need arcanes are the two most likely methods you'd want to use. And if you're going to do the PvP method, use the +5 glory guy this week. The, what's his name? The Griff Strong Feather. That's the only relevant part about him. The troop's pretty bad, but he gives +5 glory this week, which makes him very good. Let's not deal with Jar of Eyes. I'd rather just take this. Apparently, he just does not want us to have another gnome today. Let alone a vault key. I'm actually going to kill Corvash just out of the weird instance that he might get all this mana. And he's dead. He just dies off a burn. He gets the 5 damage and the burn. Pet gnomes are located in 2 locations. They can be found in Arena and they can be found in PvP. Both casual and ranked. What team would you use for Explorer? Sunbird, Rowan, Firebomb, and either Hero with a weapon or Ogren. And the other version would be to replace out Forest Guardian with Rowan. A single Sunbird cast into Forest Guardian tends to only work if you have higher stats. So just having the Rowan or something else there for cleanup tends to work better. It's slightly slower, but you generally need it if you don't have the higher stats. Hello, Gale. Welcome. Apparently we're going to need to go do Explore, because I do want to find one more gnome before we end this. Just for the sake of getting one more gnome. Completely pointless, but I do want one. And he'll die next turn. Actually, he'll die right here with extreme overkill. And dead off of Bronze Lock. Yeah, you can use 2 times Firebomb too. Okay, we need to go get 12 wins with pure red, or 3 reds. So our team's already set up to do exactly that. Let's just pick a random kingdom, go explore in it, because I don't have any particular one I need to go do. And just get 12 wins, and hopefully we'll find a gnome in 12 wins. Should be able to. It's like a 1 in 25 chance or something during an event. Loading, loading, loading. Okay, so click on that, boom. Grab both of these, sure. And explore Zolcarry, why not? I believe Zolcarry, we still need quite a few in. That's a bad start, getting Queen Aurora immediately. Nope, Arcane drop rate's still the same, though there is a higher rate of getting Arcanes in Explorer than any other location. It's either double or triple, I forget. I think it's triple. But there is a higher chance in Explorer specifically to get higher, there's a higher chance to get Runics, Arcanes, and Celestials in Explorer. Compared to any other location in the game. Difficulty has no effect on it. The only thing that has effect on it is if it's an Explorer or not. I don't know if it really clarifies that anywhere in the game anymore, but that's still the case. Feels so weird to be able to win so much quicker. Still no gnomes though. A lot smoother than any other battle though, that's for sure. But still no gnomes. There we go, finally. You better have a vault key. Show me the vault key. Or at least a drop worth 10 gems or more. Nope, that is neither of those two things. Oh well. I wanted to get one more gnome, we found one more gnome. We got our goal done. But anyways guys, I'm heading out for now. I'll be back in 7 hours from now. To repick, you can't repick in Explore, I don't believe. You can only repick in PvP. And if you can repick in Explore, I actually don't know how to do it properly. Because I believe it will automatically not do it correctly if you do it in Explore. There might be a way to do it in Explore. I'm pretty sure it only works in PvP though. And it only works if you stay on the screen. But anyways, I need to go and head out for now. We'll be back in 7 hours from now to go and do more Tower of Doom. We will actually be doing Tower of Doom just so we get higher on the leaderboard and also go claim our major orb. Hopefully it'll be just as lucky as this morning where we got a blue one from the vault key. So that'd be amazing if we can actually get 2 in one day. It's been like a month since we even gotten one. Yeah, it only works in PvP. That's what I thought. I didn't know for sure, but that's why I didn't want to try repicking it, because I had a feeling it was only PvP. Because whenever you go into a new instance screen, it undoes the gnome check thing. But anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful day. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Best of luck with all the glory farming and gnome farming. Definitely do it this weekend if you have time, because it is very, very lucrative from a resource perspective in this game. It is the highest glory rate you'll ever be able to get. And, of course, gnomes being around just makes it a lot easier to get a lot of gem-related resources and just stock up on them for later, for keys, for mythics, and just other stuff in general. But anyways, guys, thanks for coming down. We'll be back later. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and goodbye, everyone.